The commissar's in town.
But I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China.
Ever feel like some songs are so monumental, they instantly teleport you back in time? The 1980s produced countless chart toppers, but some of those hits were so powerful, they overshadowed the artists behind them, creating music's fabled one-hit wonders. Today in Retro Rewind Radio, we're counting down 20 songs that define the era, yet left their creators struggling to repeat the magic. Stick around, because you'll definitely recognize the tunes. But can you remember the names behind them? By the end, you might be shocked at just how many of these timeless classics were never followed by another smash hit. Ready to teleport back to the 80s? Let's get started. This smash track wasn't just the first video ever played on MTV. It practically set the stage for an entire generation of music television. Despite that breakthrough, the Buggles never replicated the monumental success of this earworm. Rumor has it that behind the scenes, there was tension over whether to fully lean into the new music video era or stick to traditional record production. Whatever the truth, this catchy tune ended up becoming an icon of the early 80s, while the band quickly faded into history. Speaking of short-lived success, if you ever went to a high school dance in the 80s, you've probably swayed along to this romantic anthem. Originally, the song flopped in the UK, but it caught fire in the US thanks to its unforgettable hook.
I've seen some changes, but it's getting better.
While Modern English continued to release music, controversies about label disputes and multiple lineup changes kept them from ever recapturing that same spark. But not every huge 80s single was a swoony love track. Some were fueled by raw, dancing in the streets energy. One of the catchiest anthems of the decade, Come On Eileen seamlessly blends Celtic fiddle riffs with a vibrant big band soul flavor, ensuring it still gets crowds dancing to this day, despite its joyous sound. Insiders claim that frontman and Kevin Rowland wrestled with how the song's massive commercial success overshadowed the group's deeper artistic aims. Some band members allegedly wanted to experiment with different musical directions, but the whirlwind popularity of Come On Eileen meant they were typecast as the upbeat folk soul outfit. Even so, its timeless appeal has made the track a staple in 80s playlists, proving that a single hit can define an entire generation. Before we go on, comment below which 80s track still makes you hit replay. Originally recorded as a soul track in the 60s, the brooding synth-pop version of Tainted Love soared up the charts worldwide. Soft Cell's Mark Almond became famous for his dramatic performances. Behind the scenes, there were murmurings about the duo's rocky partnership, fueled by rumors of substance issues and creative disagreements. Despite all of that, the haunting melody still resonates in clubs and playlists today, from edgy synth vibes to good old-fashioned rock. It blew up phone switchboards across America. Real owners of the number 8675309 started reporting prank calls at all hours. The band tried riding the wave of fame, but legal scuffles over the track's rights and rumors of internal friction left them stuck as a one-hit wonder. Before Ricky Gervais became a comedic powerhouse, he was half of the new wave duo Seona Dancing. Their single More to Lose initially failed to gain much traction in the UK, but an unexpected twist launched it to cult status in the Philippines. Where it became a heartbreak anthem for an entire generation. The somber synth line and Gervais's moody vocals captured that quintessential 80s melancholy. Whispered rumors suggest local radio stations in Manila even mistook the track for a top-tier American new wave hit, fueling its rapid climb on overseas charts. Despite the regional success, Seona Dancing dissolved soon after, leaving more to lose as a hidden gem of 80s one-hit wonder lore. But if you think Ricky Gervais as a secret boy band member was surprising, when your dad is a founder of Motown, you might have friends in high places, and Rockwell certainly did. Listeners were shocked to learn Michael Jackson sang the iconic chorus of "Somebody's Watching Me." Conspiracy lovers have spun rumors that the only reason the single was made was due to family connections. True or not, Rockwell never found another hit, proving that fame can be as fleeting as a passing shadow. Before we go on, please subscribe if these songs instantly take you back in time. Few songs can match the infectious optimism of this radio staple. Walking on Sunshine instantly conjures images of bright, carefree summer days, and it's no wonder it became a go-to anthem for feel-good montages in film and TV. Despite the upbeat tone, the band's journey was far from smooth. Whispers circulated that their label bowed with them over creative direction, wanting more lighthearted hits while they attempted to branch into deeper songwriting. Even so, the track's energizing melody remains a timeless crowd pleaser. From commercials to sporting events, this one-hit wonder somehow manages to brighten any occasion with just a few sunny chords.
They will never find, and we can act like we come from out of this world. We know you're one part.
Weird, whimsical, and downright unforgettable, Safety Dance by Men Without Hats made 80s dance floors erupt. Legend has it that the band wrote it as a protest against clubs banning pogo dancing. Controversies brewed when some music critics branded it novelty music, but fans embraced the catchy beat and rebellious vibe. The group never repeated that level of success, but Safety Dance still pops up in the most unexpected places. From a high-energy dance anthem, let's pivot to a power ballad that soared to the top. Cutting Crew exploded onto the scene with this dramatic rock ballad, "I Just Died in Your Arms." The song's sweeping melody and emotive lyrics shot it to #1 in the US, making it a defining 80s smash. Rumor has it frontman Nick Van E wrote the line, "I just died in your arms tonight." After a particularly intense romantic encounter, Bowie's kept the full story mysterious for years. Despite a follow-up single or two, the band never matched the colossal success of this heartfelt anthem. Now that we've seen how heartbreak and passion can create a legendary one-hit wonder, it's time to dive into the top 10, where the surprises only get bigger. Few tracks scream 80s pop culture quite like this high-energy dance number, "You Spin Me Round Like a Record" by Dead or Alive. The flamboyant style of frontman Pete Burns was just as attention-grabbing as the spinning hook itself. An interesting rumor circulates that Burns faced pushback from music execs who thought his look was too radical for mainstream audiences. Despite the controversy, the track shot up the charts, and Dead or Alive never quite found a second smash to rival it. Pause for a second, share your favorite one-hit wonder memory in the comments.
In the middle of our street, our house.
The British ska pop group Madness was already a hit in the UK, but Our House finally cracked the US market. The catchy chorus and relatable lyrics about family life made it impossible to ignore.
Tell you that you've got to in the middle of our they get suddenly full.
Behind the scenes, however, tensions grew because some members wanted to dive deeper into political songwriting. Management reportedly worried such a shift could alienate fans who just wanted another fun tune. Eventually, the group drifted from the limelight, but Our House remains a beloved staple of 80s playlists. Raw and anthemic, Missing You by John Waite climbed the charts as listeners connected with his heartbreak. Waite insists he never meant to pen a typical love song, claiming the original lyrics reflected deeper personal struggles. Industry insiders note he turned down offers to make Missing You part of a bigger concept album. Worried it'd get lost in a larger storyline. Despite the track's success, follow-up singles couldn't replicate the same resonance, turning Waite into a quintessential one-hit wonder. Shifting from heartbreak to motivational.
What does that mean? You said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
Break My Stride's upbeat tune is basically a pep talk in musical form. Fun fact, Matthew Wilder was initially a behind-the-scenes producer who took a stab at singing his own material. Rumor has it he wrote Break My Stride after a rough label meeting, determined to prove the naysayers wrong. Though the song became a global earworm, his subsequent releases failed to gain momentum. Ironically, Wilder went on to produce hits for other artists. He even produced I'll Make a Man Out of You from the movie Mulan, but Break My Stride remains his sole claim to fame as a frontman. From pep talks to quirky rock, let's jump to a band whose wacky style still resonates decades later.
Now whip it into shape it up.
Irreverent, futuristic, and undeniably catchy, Whip It showcased Devo's offbeat approach to music and fashion. Their iconic energy domes, those red flower pot hats, became symbols of new wave eccentricity.
Give the pass a slap.
Behind the scenes, Devo members insisted the song was a satirical take on American optimism, but critics and censors latched onto the suggestive lyrics and imagery. Despite the controversies, Whip It blazed through the charts. Devo cultivated a loyal cult following, but never scored another hit on the same scale. Catchy, cheerleader-inspired chants in a video filled with peppy dance moves, Mickey by Toni Basil is an upbeat pop smash that was everywhere in the early 80s. Toni Basil was already an established choreographer working with stars like David Bowie, so rumors swirled that she leveraged her connections to push Mickey into the spotlight. Whatever the real story, the song skyrocketed to the top of the charts. Unfortunately, Basil never replicated its enormous commercial success, leading to her status as a quintessential one-hit wonder. Bridging the gap between late disco and the emerging 80s dance pop scene, Funkytown exploded onto the charts with its irresistible beat and futuristic synth hooks. The brainchild of producer and songwriter Stephen Greenberg, this track soared to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming an anthem for parties across the globe. Vocalist Cynthia Johnson, also a classically trained flutist, brought a distinct flair to the song, propelling it beyond standard dance fare. However, rumors suggest the group grappled with internal disagreements over whether to pursue a more rock-oriented direction or stay in the disco lane. That tension, combined with shifting musical trends, meant Lips Incorporated never replicated the massive success of Funkytown. A playful melody with a surprisingly serious message, 99 Luftballons became a global sensation despite its German lyrics. Sparked by a real balloon release at a Rolling Stones concert, the track took aim at Cold War tensions. Painting a vivid picture of how a simple act could spiral into conflict. An English version was recorded, but never reached the same level of popularity as the original. Some industry insiders even whispered that Nena's management feared diluting the song's European flair. Although the band tried to capitalize on its newfound fame, no follow-up quite matched the cultural impact of these floating red balloons. If you've seen The Breakfast Club, you can't forget this anthem's iconic final scene. Ironically, Simple Minds almost refused to record their best song, Don't You Forget About Me, believing it didn't suit their style. After some persuasion and rumors of a major Hollywood paycheck, they relented, creating one of the most memorable teen movie songs ever. While they found success in Europe, this track was their only massive US hit, cementing them as one-hit wonders on the American charts.
Take on me.
More than just a chart-topping single, Take On Me soared into pop culture immortality thanks to its breakthrough pencil sketch music video. Released in 1985 by the Norwegian trio a-ha, the song's bouncy synth hooks and Morten Harket's remarkable high falsetto captured immediate attention on radio stations worldwide. However, it was the innovative fusion of live action and animation, painstakingly crafted frame by frame, that pushed it into heavy rotation on MTV, solidifying its place as one of the decade's most iconic visuals. While the band continued to enjoy success in Europe, Take On Me remained their only massive hit in the US. Over time, the track has become a timeless 80s staple, a reminder of how a single perfect blend of music and art can leave a lasting cultural impact. It's fascinating how a single song can capture a moment in time, spark massive success, then leave everyone wondering if lightning could ever strike twice. These 20 tracks stand as perfect examples of how fleeting fame can be. Yet decades later, we're still singing along, dancing, and getting swept up in the nostalgia. Maybe that's the real magic of a one-hit wonder. It doesn't have to last forever to leave a lasting impression. Let me know which iconic tune still gets stuck in your head, or if there's another contender you think should have made the list. Thanks for sticking around. And if you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe to Retro Rewind before you head out. After all, you never know which forgotten hit might be making a comeback next.